Hello everyone and welcome again to Red Gaming Tech and finally the PC version of Assassin's Creed 3, which I have been waiting rather impatiently for Ubisoft to release. As you would imagine, we're going to have a look at the options menu. I am using the Xbox pad at the moment just because it's Assassin's Creed. So yes, it's got some pretty decent options actually. I've seen better, to be honest. I think the ones for Serious Sam is probably the best options menu I've ever seen in terms of the amount of customization you can have. But resolution, environment, texture, anti-aliasing, all that good stuff, shadow. So not too bad, pretty good, but could have been better to be honest. You can actually completely rebind the controls, and this obviously change your control type as well. So obviously I'm using the controller, but you can use the keyboard as well if you want, and you can completely rebind them with that as well, obviously. So that's definitely winned it some points, but what I really want to see is how different are the textures from the console version, and that's one of the main things that we're going to be looking at. Basically just got past the opening cutscene, nothing more in this particular version, so here we are within the first 2 minutes of the game. So this isn't a particularly good place to look at textures apart from the walls. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, hello.
I think we're here.
Interesting. I think the character models do actually look quite a bit better, but they do look better on the console version as well, as in compared to previous Assassin's Creed games. Look at the clothes, not too bad. Pretty good so far. Later on today as well, there's going to be a direct comparison video comparing PC and console graphics. So you'll get pretty much the best idea possible there of how different the textures actually are. Obviously, trying to do it from memory is not exactly the most accurate measurement, but obviously it's an idea. But as I said, we'll be doing that video today, so if it's not out already, it will be very, very soon.
The key. You must find the key.
Stop telling me what to do, woman.
Son. Sir. Here we go again.
I don't know if it's just me, but Desmond looks a bit really different from how I remember him looking in Revelations. Obviously, the models have improved, which is adding to it, but it just looks a little bit different, and I can't quite place because it's been a while since I played Revelations.
I don't know. Making sure I was okay. You weren't in any danger.
You should judge that. You're not a doctor.
Communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted. Right. Of course. Son, No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. There's no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect. She you know, Dad? She's talking.
And these voices, do they tell you to do
Okay,
bad
Desmond.
things?
While you were visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests.
Tutorial,
Major
way!
issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
See, obviously the main things I'm going to be looking at are, well, how well this runs, that kind of thing, as well as the game itself. Obviously, there is a Let's Play going on right now of the console version, but obviously we're going to be looking at the PC differences, although there is going to be a direct comparison, as I said, of the console and PC graphics later on. So far, I think the textures are sharper, but how much sharper they are, it's hard to say from memory. Oh, it's a little bit cold in here. Let's turn the heating up. The climbing feels a lot different actually than I remember. You used to have to hold down A to free run. Now you literally just hold right trigger. Interesting. Obviously, it feels a lot different because they've obviously had to revamp the entire thing from previous versions because of the whole tree climbing aspect that's going to be in it lately.
These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Okay. Ooh. I did press X in the air, but okay. Well, whatever. It wants to ignore me now, and whatever. I'm pretty sure I pressed X and then fell down. I'm pretty impressed so far with the PC version. I was, a bit concerned because, well, although it's Ubisoft, they generally release good games across the board. Sometimes these things do happen and shoddy ports are still released, as we've seen many a time. And I didn't want that to happen with Assassin's Creed 3 because, as I said, it's a game I've been looking forward to for a long, long time. Many of us have, obviously.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
It just wants some hugs, love, and attention, baby. Apparently, I am a man in a rather awesome tricorner hat. Quite. Yeah, textures definitely look sharper. So they have put some work into it. How much will be remain to be seen?
Everything all right, sir? Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all. Don't forget your invitation. Master Bert will be meeting you inside. Thank you. Where shall I retrieve you once you're done? Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long. I'll bring her round at once.
Yes, get to it. Quite.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
British accent's actually not bad. Ooh, pretty. Actually, wow. Looks stunning. Even the character models on the NPCs look pretty decent. Obviously not as good as the main characters, but you can't really expect that from any game, especially one with so many NPCs wandering around.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
This game is pretty stunning. I mean, even when the Xbox version is pretty good looking, but the improvements can definitely be felt, even if it's just with minor things.
Haytham? Reginald?
Can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once, my father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't.
Bit of a mistake there on the text, if any of you spotted that.
You see him?
Oh, hi there, bro. You're dead meat.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another.
Oh, some climbing parkour action.
A thousand pardons. So sorry. I apologize.
Like, just bitch, please. Get down. Climb up to the balcony. This isn't suspicious at all. I don't know about you, but if I was one of the people, say, sitting just there, I would notice a man randomly climbing on the walls. I mean, it's understandable those people not noticing, I'm right above their heads, but those people over there, they should be able to see me pretty clearly right about now. Maybe it's just me, but wouldn't you notice that? And be like, even if you wouldn't say anything, like, to any guards or whatever, you'd be like, the hell's that guy doing? Is he crazy? Trying to kill himself? You know what I mean? Yeah, they've actually changed quite a bit in terms of the UI and stuff as well. It looks pretty different to what I remember from Revelations. The life bar is in the corner rather than being a sync bar at the top. You've got the current weapon shown in a little circle rather than on a little heads-up display in the corner. It's just been revamped, and I actually kind of like it like this. It's better. Okay, lock picking now. Yes, I'm sure this is exactly how lockpicking works. I'd say he's rather dashing outfit. Yes. No, but seriously, he does look very cool. Huh. Ooh, ho ho. You lucky dog. Drinking on the job? I am shocked and appalled. Stabby time!
Haytham,
Oh, hi, bro.
you should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Yes! I don't know if that's gonna work, bro. I'm guessing they found my work. Judging by the screams, they appreciate it, you know. They like the fine craftsmanship. Out my way, bitch! Come on. Tra la 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 la, just minding my own business. Totally didn't just murder anyone.
Peace, friends. There is no danger.
How do you know that? I'm right here. I mean, I'm not going to kill random people, but they don't know that. I could be some sort of deranged psychopath. I have to say, I'm rather impressed by how smoothly this is running. I'm running at a solid 60, and that's with fraps running. And there's not been any drops even with the amount of people and NPCs here. I mean, it's not exactly any small amount of actions happening right now, and yet not even a blip in the FPS. Bit of a glitch there where that woman just popped out, but I'll forgive it. It's a small issue. I mean, a little bit immersion breaking, but it's not exactly the end of the world.
And how was the rather dull, truth be told? Shall we be off then? Aye. To Fleet and Bride. By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them.
It could be an empty room.
They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first?
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fair your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course.
Models have definitely been improved, and they definitely have a different sharpness to them, and they look better than the console version. Not that the console version looked bad, not at all.
Well, then I'd best
Overall, I'm enjoying this. They seem to have done a pretty good job with the PC port. Before I changed the controls to the Xbox version, the controller rather, sorry, or you could completely use the mouse on the menus. It was all mouse driven. That was all fine. That won them some pretty good points. Anything that lost them points was the lack of just a simple drop down. You had to scroll through for the resolution options. But other than that, it seems fine. Fairly limited, you know, not too bad graphics options, not great, but you know, fairly good. Frame rate problems, none. It's not capped at 30 or anything ridiculous like that. Like I said, been running at a pretty solid 60 pretty much the entire time. And just runs pretty damn smoothly, I have to say. Wow, look at that water. Very nice. Yeah, it's a rather dank cabin you've got there, bro. Is there some people I can speak to around here or something? Let's see what this guy has to say.
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means of all. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to...
What happened, poker face?
They'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, eh? So perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal. More lurid. Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
If he just gets up like, yeah, you're boring now. What about you?
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind word.
They weren't really kind, more just polite, but, you know, whatever. Alright. Ah, beautiful sky. Look at that. Amazing. Textures on the clothes aren't bad. So a few jagged edges here and there, but actually, not too bad.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. So you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Oh, burn! Applied cold water to burned area.
Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
What am I doing wrong? I don't understand. There we go. Oh, ow. Bitch. Ugh, headbutt.
Listen to this, Cap. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, man. Call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mill. Whose side you on anyway?
Hope the counter kill thing isn't just win game button the way it's been in the last few Assassin's Creed games.
Ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
But you should.
Oh, them's fighting words. Bit. Oh, finish him. Oh,
How do you like these odds?
that seemed fine.
What's the meaning of this?
You have a rather unruly crew, but a very awesome mustache.
Oh, we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife.
Problem.
aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
What are you going to say now?
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a
I
favor.
bet you do.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
I wonder why.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood?
I like you.
Excellent.
I like you a lot. I definitely like this guy. Oh, good times. Good times. Sorry, just having a closer look at some of the textures again. Definitely looks like they put a lot of, quite, fairly decent amount of work into it. I'd say it's fairly decent port actually. Pretty happy with it overall. So far, at any rate, I haven't run into any problems with it. Dear Diary, today I had a fight with some thugs and completely trolled the captain of my ship. It was a constructive day. Oh god. Alright guys, I think that's a pretty good place to end this PC first impressions of Assassin's Creed 3. As I said earlier on in the video, there will be a direct graphics comparison between this and the Xbox 360 version, so you can get a really good idea of the difference in textures and so on. I personally think they have changed them a fair amount, but obviously it's hard to say from memory. So to give you the best idea possible, I will be putting up that video later on today, so keep an eye out for it. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please do check out our channel and our website over at redgamingtech.com, where you'll find more RGT goodness. But enough of all that, again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.